Okay, so some people were asking for a demonstration on how to top rig a canine, and this is just how I do it. By no means is it the right way, but it works for me, and I like it. The main difference, I don't have a canine with me. Both of mine are already rigged up, but what I do have is a bottom hook rising sun that you can do basically the same thing. Now the main difference between the top of the rising sun and the top of the canine is the canine is like a shad. It has a dorsal fin on the top of it. So what I normally do is take a pair of scissors and I cut that dorsal fin. So I've got a flat place. If you try to hook in through this, it's gonna cause that to bend either way, and can cause the bait to move not like it was intended. So you'll want to trim that. For the rest of this demonstration, we're going to top hook a rising sun, and you won't need a whole lot. You'll need a paper clip, a pair of scissors, and then this little doodad. This is a strep swab. They're one of the fastest expiring medical supplies that there are. And the cool thing about this is doctors' offices are just going to throw them out when they get ready to expire. So if you go by a couple of doctors' offices, ask them if they have any expiring strep swabs. They'll give you these. They come with 2 Q-tips per item. And what you can do is you can pop that off, and then that is a hollow plastic tube ready to go. So you can just discard that. So now what you do is take your bait that you want to mod and put the non-cotton end into the bait about where you want the connection. So about right there is where I want mine. So I'm just going to run this through straight down the middle. I want to make sure you're centered. And then I put my finger over here so I can start to feel that penetrate. And you can kind of see it puckering a little bit right there. That's about what I want. So now I'm going to grab this with my fingers right where it comes and then pull it back out. Okay, so now I know right where to cut, and I'm going to take my scissors, I'm going to cut that square, and that little piece flew off. Didn't realize I was making a comedy video, did you? Yeah. Alright, so now you've got a blunt end if it's a new Q-tip, and then you've got this freshly cut end. So what I typically do is I will just rub that on a surface a little bit and make sure I get all the edges, just kind of round that off. You could run sandpaper over it or something, but the plastic is really malleable, and it'll mushroom out for you pretty easily. And then, since I've already run that through the bait, I want to run my paper clip through there and pop that out. Let's see, we've got some excess plastic there. Now we can take this. We've already got a hole. Put that back in. Run that through, and it'll poke through the top a little bit. Now, so my mark wasn't exactly on. So if you can see that, it's a little high. So what I want to do at this point is I want to trim that excess. So back out. And I'm going to trim that off. I'm going to re-sand it. It's not really sanding, but you get the point. Okay. Run my paper clip back through. We're good. And then back in through the bottom. And now, if you see, you've got a tube right there for that going in, and then it's going to barely come out the top. So it's not going to cause any drag on that. And then one last time, you want to take your paper clip and run that through. I usually run it through from both sides just to get that extra plastic out, because sometimes it'll kind of push it to the side. So, alright, and then that gets you the tube on the top and the bottom, and it's not sticking up out of the top, and it puckers just a touch where that's at. But that's how I change a bottom hook to a top hook. Thanks.